Hey, what's up guys? It is April and it's time for an update on the 125. Boom. So, did some plant rearrangement. The log there is still floating a little bit. Same with this one. This one's actually sinking a little bit faster. So it's just being held by that one rock over there and that one stone on top. So that one will be good to go soon. This one is still floating, so that's going to be there for a while. So I rearranged the plants a little bit. I moved the japonicas over here. I kind of wanted to grow bushy over here, but the real problem I'm having is when you move them, if they don't have really good roots, the fish likes to uproot them a lot. So I actually have like one floating up here somewhere that I need to replant. Let's see, the Rotella indicas here. I put them in lines, as you can see. Like I'm doing different species lines. The Loquigia's in the line right here, looking pretty good. Actually, I had a really I think if you look here, I already cut a bunch of them, but there was several, probably 7 good big stems that I ended up cutting and selling, but they'll come up. And the ones in the back, I haven't, there's a void here. I haven't really fixed that yet, so these plants in the back here is just kind of a mess. Get that fixed when I decide what I want to grow and sell. In the front, star weapons, got these from the 60p, put them in. I didn't really bury all the roots, but they look pretty good, so hopefully I can grow a little carpet here. Sell those guys eventually as well. What is this? The pearl weeds are doing pretty good after the the transition over here. Once I get this rock moved, there's an area here. I'm gonna fill in that block right there over here, and just keep this area as the pearl weed area. On this side, still semi-jungly. It looked a lot better when it was actually done or redone, but let me kind of put it on this side here. It's a little bit better. So on here is all the what is it? Aromaticas. This one is the aromaticas, the hippos, I guess. Yeah, this is the what is it? The kabamba. So it's like line, and it's just kind of some tall ones, some short ones, but I had tall to short kind of going before I actually sowed some. I need to kind of redo that again. And then some of the high grow tigers back here are kind of starting to grow kind of tall and move to the front. So I need to trim those and put them in the back. But yeah, I need to kind of redo this again. Anyways, that's the rearrangement of the plants. I need to still work in the back there, way back there. The Bruce Philandrias right here, I have 2 on top. I have a couple here that are sitting between the middle, and I have another one over there. Temporarily sitting here until I figure out where I put them. Most likely, most of these are going to stay here or somewhere. The 60p is kind of being converted to a roost tank, but it's going to be overwhelmed with roost, so I need to kind of keep these guys here temporarily, or probably permanently, somehow. The fish are doing really well. I got them eating flakes mainly now. I've been feeding them Ken's flakes, or Ken's fish flakes, about 4 or 5 different varieties, and they've been taking them pretty well, and so that's working out really well. Transitioning to that, I do occasionally still feed them the other foods that they really enjoy and love, but I'm trying to get more flakes because it's a little bit cheaper and it's a little bit better for them. Let's see what else is new. Oh, the Celestial Daniels in here. I had about 25-ish. I moved those into the Mr. Aqua tank. There is a few in here. that I've been trying to catch. They're almost impossible in this forest. I basically wait when I'm feeding them to throw them here. When they come up for it, I'll grab them and I'll throw them into the other tank. But I think there's like 4 or 5 still left in here that needs to be transferred eventually. So during feeding time, I'll try to catch these guys, but it's really difficult. No new other fish in this tank. Pretty much the discus here are the main ones, and removing those celestial danios is the only real change in the livestock. I did end up removing some of the snails in this tank to put into the Mr. Aqua tank to have. I think I bought a bunch of these dudes. Bought a bunch of extra ones actually. And they were in this tank. But anyways, they're now in the other tank. But yeah. If you guys want some of these plants, the mermaid weeds, check out my website, purelyaquatics.com. I got probably a good handful of these, 5 stems or so that needs to be sowed. Check that out. But yeah, fish are doing good. Tank is doing good. Oh, the one thing actually, probably 2-3 weeks ago, I decided to do kind of a deep clean in terms of the gravel. I haven't done that in since this tank was up, so almost like a year old. I took basically during my water change for 1 week, I did 50% of just vacuuming one side, so like half of this tank, when I was rearranging the plants. And I had to pull up the plants anyway, so I was like, well, might as well I have the gravel like completely open. So I vacuumed like up and down here, 50% of the water for 1 week. The next week I switched off and I rescaped, or I replanted this. So I pulled up all the plants on this side and did the same thing, went up and down, and did 50% of the water on this. And wow, it was some nastiness in that substrate there, but it definitely helped out. It's definitely cleaner. But yeah, so I guess I'll do that maybe like some sort of like a yearly thing. Maybe like pull up the plants, clean that, move it around. But yeah, getting to the 1 year mark for the tank. A lot has changed. Definitely a learning process for me, and it's looking good so far, guys. So yeah, again, comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next stuff, guys. Peace.